Hey everybody, we just picked up a fresh trade. So one of our customers was finished boating and wanted to get a camper. So we helped them out, and what we are on is their trade, which is a 2006 26-foot Maxum, which is a 2600 SE. It is paired with a MerCruiser 5.7, has 250 horsepower. And since we picked it up down the river, we figured we'd take you through it. So it is a 26-foot cruiser, one of my favorite boats, because I do like to spend an overnight on the lake or river. It's probably one of the most enjoyable things to head out, almost like you're camping and boating at the same time, and marry the two. Great atmosphere, great food if you bring it along. But what you'll need on overnights, especially on this boat, it's perfectly equipped, we figure, for the area. So you have an anchor windlass, which is controlled by a button up at the helm. So what you'll do up at the helm is you'll find your spot for overnight, you'll pull up to it, find your anchor point, drop your anchor, hit reverse, and that'll come out of this port here. If you work a lot like myself and we're gonna go out at night, what is nice to be paired with is the spotlight. So don't be afraid, it's actually night boating. It's one of the more peaceful, enjoyable rides you'll have under the stars, but you'll love to have that on your trips after purchasing this boat. You'll see you have plenty enough room to sleep out or lay out during the sun. This boat does have an enclosure. So where we're at right now, there would be a windshield right here with curtains all around. We do not have that up right now, but this is how you would boat during the day. Come down through your walk-through windshield, come down the steps, and you're down into the cockpit. So the cockpit is set up to where most of your hanging out would be during the day and some of the evening. So you have a full lounger here. I'm a pretty tall guy and I can still lay out, and somebody could probably sit at the end of my feet too. One of my favorite options on cruisers, any brand, would be the love seat. So you can have your companion riding down the river with you. So this has a bolster seat. What this allows you to do is sit up. This boat does plane. It takes a little bit of a while to plane this boat off, so you do want to see over the bow while you take off so you don't see any debris while you're getting up on plane. This seat does swivel, so this seat will swivel around into the conversation of all your friends hanging out, and when you are headed back home, you can just swivel this, it'll lock down, and you can kind of tell how big of a seat it is once the bolster is down completely. Like I was mentioning when I was up on the bow, the boat is perfectly equipped for overnight stays. So it has your VHF radio to call in if you have any issues while you're out, or if you go through the locks or something, you need to call up to the harbor master for any information. It's a great tool to have. It does have a fish finder chart plotter along with it. You have your tunes, which also has a control system back on the swim deck we'll show you. Full instrument panel, so all your switches and your gauges are here on toggle switches. So you have your bilge, your courtesy lights, your blower. Here is the control for the spotlight, guys. This boat does have the 5.7, so it is pretty powered for this 26-footer. It does have trim tabs to level out the boat while you're riding the boat too. That's a nice option to have on this boat. Does have a fire suppressor, so you pull this pin here. If you ever have a fire, is extinguish the entire boat, so you don't have any issues too. It's yacht certified, so as many life jackets as you have per passenger, that's how many people can be on the boat. So you have 10 people, you have 10 life jackets, you can go. You have 5 people, 5 life jackets, you're good to roll. We do have additional fire extinguishers that came with this boat on trade. This boat does have fenders with it and ropes, because again, the customer went from boating to camping, which is nothing wrong with that. We have a lot of campers come from camping to boating. We'll take either or. Here at Colton RV, you can go both ways on what hobby you are picking up or putting down at the time. You can move from a camper to a boat like this, stay in the camping range, just have a little bit more activities to do, because this boat will be able to ski, tube, and wakeboard. And speaking of wakeboarding, the previous customer did install this awesome wakeboard rack. It does have lights on it, so what you're going to do on this is it does have 2 hooks. I suggest some of your kids do not get pulled up here by the tube, because the tube has the ability to jump up to wherever that's hooked at. There is a tow hook for the tube down on the back of the boat. That's where we suggest you tow from. But skiing and wakeboarding, if you are, let's say, a 1 to 2, 3 mile rider, being pulled from a lower position down there, an arch is going to help you extend your ride ability to 10 to 13 miles, or whenever your legs get tired, to let go of the handle. It takes a lot of stress off your back, being able to rely on the rope going up then straight into the boat. So this is a great tool and a great add-on on this boat. As we get to the back of the boat, obviously every boat is probably, the back of the boat is its focal point as where everybody hangs out, especially when you're on a type of boat like this, because all your friends are going to be lined up left and right of you, and all your new friends you'll meet will be left and right of you. So everybody hangs out back here. You can tell I am all the way in the back of the boat. So I am about 2 to 2.5 feet on the back of the boat, hanging out, completely able to walk around. We do have a swim up remote back here for you guys. It does have an onboard shower that you can use to wash your hair or your feet before you get in and out of the boat. The hangout chairs, so this would be the riding chairs that you're cruising around in or hanging out with people in the cockpit. When you are out in the cove and you're hanging out with everybody and you don't want to get in the water, you want to be part of the crowd, these seats do flip down. You have more of a lounger. You can sit out here, enjoy people, be a bartender, or obviously if you bring your rod with you, you can do a little bit of fishing as well. Now, obviously, your favorite part is the berth. We'll get to that in a second. It does have an entertainment system up here, or a cockpit kitchen. So you have a refrigerator up here, you have a sink. I have all my stuff in there. But let me show you the inside where you guys would lay your head and enjoy a weekend out with your family. It's a great boat to have 2 couples or a family of 4. Hang out down here, watch movies, cook your popcorn. So as you see down in the berth, you have a nice sitting area where you guys can eat. This does break down into a bed. There's also an aft bed behind us, but you can tell pretty spacious at the dock. This does have shore power, so you're going to have AC at the dock, and then all your amenities while you're out cooking and stuff will run off of DC. It does have a TV down here, so again, you guys can put the munchkins to bed while watching a movie. Movie nights are great for summer. Ventilation down here, as you're away from the dock and you don't have a generator on this boat, you do have the ceiling and the 2 port windows to allow air in. A lot of times in the summer though, the summer nights do not get too hot to where you can't enjoy sleep down in the berth. But as you can see to your right, you have the full galley. So you have a sink and a flat top burner, along with a refrigerator down below, microwave up top, and your stereo and your control panel off to the left there. Now what you see back there is your aft bed, or your master suite as I like to call it. Pretty spacious. We do have the shore power cable and the cover and the enclosure down there right now, which we'll show you guys in a little bit. The boat does also have a bathroom and a head. We can show you guys full shower, even though the best showers out on the water are river or lake showers. But this, if you guys don't want to get in the water, does have a fresh water system to it, so you do have fresh water on board and a holding tank along with your fuel, and it does have a waste tank. Down here you also have stereo, so you can enjoy the music that people are up in the cockpit are enjoying, or you can hang down here in an afternoon and kind of cool off and get away from the sun. We're going to take you guys for a spin and see how this boat handles with a 5.7 and the 2 of us on board. We'll show you how it gets up on plane, and for the most part, how much fun you would have the rest of this fall boating on here. So we're going to take off, make sure our lock's flipped on our berth door. So like I said, it takes a little bit to plane off, but she's already starting to come down a little bit as the dead rise of the boat's coming down as we pick up speed. I always say the bigger the boat, the more fun it is to drive, especially when you can sleep on it. It's fun to take a nice adventure, spend the night for 2 or 3 days. I've spent the night out on the lake before for about 10, 11 days. It's a blast. You get to unplug from everything, kind of hang up here, enjoy the ride. Right now we're doing about 33 at 4,000 RPM. So unlike some of the bigger boats, guys, this is gonna save a lot in gas and allow you to enjoy more of your weekends in the summer and the fall, not having to break the bank on fuel. So if this is the boat for you, if you're thinking about getting out of camping into boating but still have the camping aspect in your bones, or you want to get a bigger boat, get out of the small runabouts and get into some of the cruisers that are very popular in the Niagara area, give Colton RV a shot. We love to take you out. This boat will be in the water until the remainder of the season, so if you guys are looking for a demo ride, I would love to spend the afternoon with you guys and show you the ins and outs of the boat at the dock and away from the dock, teach you how to drive it, and then hopefully send you home with it. So give us a call. Our number is 716-694-0188. My name is Jim and my extension is 425. Have a happy Monday.